What's up there, guys? Thanks for joining me for some more Road to Regionals today, where I attempt to climb the online rankings, try to become a better competitive battler and commentator as I go along. Now, in yesterday's episode, we picked up two very good wins. If you'd missed that episode, please go ahead and watch it. Completely outplayed our opponent on the first turn in the second game yesterday, and fought around a Dark Void and picked up an actual official event win and a DC also by a rage quit from that player, which was pretty interesting. So two really good wins yesterday. First match being really long. We're going to be sitting at a rating of 1578, picking up some good points, being 21 and 17. Be amazing. We can pick up two wins. Looks like Vicky right here from Bravia, 1500 player, probably just playing for the first time this season right now, has a very interesting team. Two prankster Pokemon, which are always annoying to deal with, being the Whimsicott and the Sableye. We see the Mega Guard, a Terrakion, Rotomosh, and his own Heatran. Okay, so like I said, yesterday's episode, we outplayed our opponent on the first turn. He led with Kangaskhan and Rotom-Wash. We went for the Solar Beam into the Rotom-Wash, and from that point on, we just pretty much swept. Amoongus is really doing good right here. Amoongus is actually doing incredibly well against his entire team. Does so much work against the Terrakion, Rotom-Wash, could wall the Whimsicott and the Sableye as well. I just have to get rid of that Heatran and the Gardevoir. Heatran's definitely coming, Terrakion's definitely coming. Resists everything I really want to throw at it, other than maybe a Giga Drain and an Earthquake coming from a Landorus. Landorus will be coming on my team, so probably going to see the Terrakion on his team as well as the Heatran, probably the Rotom-Wash. And there's really no reason for him to bring his Sableye. Obviously, I only have one physical attacker on my team. Alright, so he's going to bring the Mega Guard. We're going to probably see a Mega Guard Tailwind set right here. He also could have a Trick Room team, so he could probably set up the Tailwind with his Whimsicott as well as setting up the Trick Room with his Gardevoir. That's really interesting. Bringing the Sableye for the Will-O-Wisps. Who could he lead with? Probably the Terrakion, if I'd lead with my Charizard, obviously. Terrakion... Whimsicott usually is a lead, so Whimsicott, Gardevoir. I really do see Whimsicott, Gardevoir. Whimsicott, Gardevoir. Whimsicott, Gardevoir. I'm going to leave it to Charizard. I'm going to go Charizard, Landorus, Amoongus. I'm going to go for the Sylveon in the back. For the, in the off chance he brings his Sableye and his Terrakion as well. Obviously, I'm going to have to fight around that Heatran. And it's very specially defensive, so hopefully if I come down one-on-one with that Gardevoir, Sylveon, I don't know, could possibly pick up the win. We're going to see Terrakion and the Rotom lead, so I knew the Terrakion would most likely lead, and we also see the Rotom as well. Terrakion is just such an incredibly safe lead right here. Obviously will be faster than my Charizard. He will pull off a Rock Slide. Shouldn't be faster unless it's a Scarf Terrakion than my Landorus. If it's a Scarf Terrakion, then it will be faster than my Landorus. It is intimidated, but it's Stab Rock Slide, so Charizard won't receiving it fairly well. Probably see a who could he have in the back? So this is a really bad lead right here on my part. Who do I have in the back? Alright, so I have the Amoongus. Amoongus will eat up the Hydro Pump and the Rock Slide. And it threatens so much. It really does. I really think I'm going to switch in the Amoongus right here. Switch in the Amoongus. He's going to go for a Rock Slide. Switch in the Amoongus. I'm going to go for... Actually, let's get the Amoongus in here on the Charizard slot. And I'm going to Earthquake. Ah, fuck. Hopefully this will work out. I think the Earthquake's for... I know it's a stupid decision on my part, but I think... I don't know. I'm trying to commentate. Well, he's going to protect. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I should have went for the Rock Slide. Rotom's going to protect. Okay. This is... I'm such an idiot. He's probably laughing at himself. He's probably laughing right now. It's so hard to commentate. And, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I am such an idiot. I'm such a goddamn idiot. I should have went for the Rock Slide. Alright. What can happen right here? Terrakion stays in. Probably has the sash. Bring it down to a sash. Alright, Rotom, what do you do? Probably see Rock Slide or the Switch Out. I'm gonna Giga Drain to get some damage off onto the Rotom. I know this is stupid. I really know this is stupid, but I'm gonna go for another Earthquake. I'm gonna go for another Earthquake. I'm so sorry, Amoongus. I am so sorry, Amoongus. That's a crit on Amoongus. Amoongus just keeps getting critted. He really just keeps getting critted. Well, no Focus Sash. So if this Hidden Power Ice into the Landorus does it knock out, probably will. Yep, probably either Expert Belt. It's not choiced, so probably Expert Belt. Ooh, Life Orb onto the Rotom. Nice choice, nice choice. But I did pick up the knockout. We're going to get Giga Drain off. Probably not very defensive Rotom. Yep, and I'm going to get a Giga Drain off. My plan right there was not to take a crit from Amoongus, but to knock out the Terrakion or bring it down to its Sash and get some neutral damage off onto the Rotom. I'm unfortunately losing the Landorus, but we took out the Terrakion. We did take out the Terrakion. Alright, so you're not choiced Rotom, but you could be max speed Rotom, which will outspeed my Charizard. Do I bring in a Sylveon right here? Who does he bring in the back? Who could be a potential switch in right here? Probably could switch in the Gardevoir. I'm going to bring in the Charizard right here. Yeah, do I do that? Do I bring in the Charizard right here? Gonna bring in the Charizard. Gonna bring in the Charizard. He's gonna bring in the Heatran. Poop. Oh, crap. Alright. I do have Hidden Power Ground on my Charizard. That definitely is a thing. Probably protect Rotom. He's probably going to protect Rotom. Really no reason not to protect Rotom. And Heat Wave. Protect Rotom, Heat Wave. Really think the Rotom's going to protect here. But if I switch into my Sylveon, Sylveon's going to go down the next turn. Ooh, do I sack the Amoongus? Who do I need the Amoongus on his team for now? If the Rotom goes down the following turn, I really don't need my Amoongus anymore. I just hate losing Amoongus. I could just get some health back with Regenerator right now. So I am going to Mega Evolve. Amoongus, I'm sorry, buddy. I think I'm going to have to sack you. I'm going to do this. I think the Rotom's going to protect. I really do think the Rotom's going to protect right here. Let's see how this turn wants to play itself. I'm not playing great at all right now. I really am not. I'm not playing good at all right now. I suck at this game. Alright, see what's going on right here. I do anticipate the protect. Wow! Oh, okay, I'm faster. Alright, so that's... But he's not going to go for the protect. Wow! What does he do? What does the Rotom do? Hidden Power into the Amoongus! Okay. Alright. I could have just switched into my Sylveon right there. Rotom will be taking some recoil damage. Earth Power! What was he predicting for me to switch in? Probably my own Heatran. Ooh, very, very nice. Very, very nice. But now the Heatran's in quite a predicament right now because obviously I'm going to outspeed with my Charizard and the Rotom. Heatran, I'm expecting a Protect to come down on a Heatran right now. I really do think the Protect's going to come down from the Heatran. So what I'm going to do is right here, let me go for the Moonblast on that slot. I'm really, really banking on... Okay, alright, so... Heatran doesn't protect, I get the Hidden Power off. Heatran protects, I get the Hidden Power off into the Protect, but then the Rotom goes down with my Sylveon. I'm going to go for the safe play right here. I think the Heatran's going to protect. Ooh, he's not. Okay, Heatran's going down. Alright. Nice, Heatran's going down right here. Hidden Power Ground coming through right there. And the Rotom's going to get a Thunderbolt off. Ooh, probably going to KO. Yeah, it's going to KO. What I could have done right there is I wasn't anticipating the Thunderbolt. For what reason, I don't know. I should have been. But still, it's definitely still not over. Is the Guard in the back? If the Sableye's in the back, he is in a world of hurt. If it's anything other than the Gardevoir, he is in a world of hurt right now. Who's he have in the back? Ah, it's the Gardevoir. No reason not to bring a Gardevoir in this position. And he traces Pixelate, but he is going to Mega Evolve anyway. Alright, so I can go for the Stab Shadow Balls. I definitely could do that, but the question is, the Shadow Ball, I still don't, I have the Pixie Plate on, so I think a Hyper Voice actually will do more damage. I could go for the Moonblast, fishing for the special attack drop. But the Hyper Voice single target should be doing more damage than the Moonblast, and Gardevoir is so fat when it comes to special defense. I could get the special defense drop with the Shadow Ball, but then yet again I'm not Life Orbed or Spect. What did I go for in the previous turn? I went for a Moonblast. Okay, so what does the Gardevoir do? Knock it over Trick Room. If it has Imprison, I'm screwed. If it has Imprison, I'm screwed. If in the off chance that he has Imprison, I'm going for a Shadow Ball, fishing for the special defense drop. I think in my position right now, he does win. But then if I didn't go for the Hidden Power, right there with my Charizard onto the Heat Train, obviously he would have won it flat out. He has the Psychic. Is that a crit? Wow, that did a lot of damage. Wow, Gardevoir, you are so strong. Special defense drop? No. I think 2 Hyper Voices. Okay, so he Psychicked. It did what? 90 some damage. So hopefully we can get a Hyper Voice crit. Hyper Voice crit will win this game. He's gonna go for another Psychic. It's probably gonna crit him. It's probably gonna crit my Sylveon and KO it all out. Nope, it's not. Hyper Voice crit. Hyper Voice crit. I should have went for a Hyper Voice on the other turn. Oh man, if I went for the Hyper Voice on the first turn, I would have won the game. I would have won the game. Oh man, I'm such a dumbass. I really am. Yeah, that's it. That's game. That's game. I should have went for the Hyper Voice. Should have went for the freaking Hyper Voice. I don't know why I'm protecting right here. I really don't know why I'm protecting right here. He's gonna go for another Psychic, yeah. And I'm just gonna go for the other Hyper Voice. Well, if I went for the Hyper Voice, I would have won. But I was playing like crap the entire game. I really don't deserve the win. And this is gonna pick up the KO, but damn, if I went up for 2 Hyper Voices, I would have KO'd. Obviously, with the Pixie Plate, it would have KO'd, but I wanted to try to get that special defense drop. I didn't know how much damage I would be doing to this Gardevoir, and I didn't know its spread, so obviously it could have been really specially bulky, and getting that special defense drop would have been clutch, but RNG really doesn't roll in our favor, so I shouldn't have really counted on that and just went for the Hyper Voice. Went for the Hyper Voice, we win. We went for the Hyper Voice, we win. But I was playing like crap the entire game, so I really don't mind getting a loss right there. Going to be 21 and 18. I'm not a big fan of this team. I really am not. Really great change to my team was the Amoongus. Daniel from Mexico, 1564, 63 player. And he's going to have Gardevoir, Raichu, the Bisharp, Gyarados, the Superior, and the Arcanine. Really interesting team. Probably going to see the Fake Out on the Raichu. Obviously, Fake Out with the Lightning Rod on the Raichu. Have no electric type users on my team. Probably might not even see the Raichu. But we definitely could see the Gyarados right here, especially if that is Mega Gyarados. And if that's Mega Gyarados, with the Dragon Dance, that's looking pretty dangerous. But I also could superpower it, as well as get an Intimidate off. But let's see who he could possibly lead. Raichu, always a lead. Bisharp, always a lead. Superior and the Arcanine could possibly be the lead right here as well. I'm not going to bring the Landorus out, obviously, because he's most likely going to lead with the Bisharp. So what do we want to do right here? Probably not going to see the Superior. Probably going to see the Bisharp, Gardevoir, Gyarados, and the Arcanine will probably be his best decisions. Alright, so if that does happen, Amoongus is looking pretty good right here. Just got to deal with the Arcanine and the Gardevoir. He leads with the Bisharp right here. What do I do? Because Landorus is never a good lead against him. I could fire off an Earthquake, but if it's focused, sashed, that's not looking too good. Not looking too good. Okay. I could see Bisharp, Gardevoir right here. Bisharp, Gardevoir. Bisharp, Gardevoir. Do I even need landers? I'm not even going to bring Charizard. I am not going to bring Charizard at all. This might backfire on me, because I can't get the sun up unless I go for Sunny Day on the Amoongus. But my initial plan right there was, again, just commentating and trying to do team preview is really, really hard, because I try to commentate as well as trying to think at the same time who I want to lead with here, right here. But I was anticipating the Bisharp to be the lead. I was anticipating Bisharp Gardevoir, so he can get the Defiant boost and get the Sucker Punches off, so that's why I led with my Heatran. As well, I wanted to counter and keep the Gardevoir in check with the Heatran, and I led with the Sylveon. In case he wanted to go for the Iron Head and Sylveon, I would have switched into my Amoongus so I can get Rocky Helmet damage off and get rid of his Focus Sash outright. So, right now I could go for an Earth Power into the Arcanine. Arcanine cannot do absolutely anything in... Actually, does it have close combat? Oh, man. Could have close combat. If it has close combat, that's not too good. I'm going to protect right here. See what he wants to do. Do I double protect? If I double protect, he sets up the Trick Room. Not looking too good. Not looking too good. What do I do? Shadow Ball into the to the Gardevoir. We already seen that it doesn't do too much damage, but then yet again, this is double target down. I think I'm going to go for that. I think it's really interesting to see what this Arcanine wants to do. He could just go for the Will-O-Wisp onto the to the Sylveon. Moonblast! Okay, so not showing the Mega just yet. So obviously not getting that Snarl. So it doesn't look like it has a close combat. I just wanted to protect right there just to make sure that it did indeed not have the close combat. So we're probably seeing a Will-O-Wisp, Snarl, maybe Flamethrower, and Morning Sun or Protect. Sorry guys. Arcanine. Arcanine's going to be faster than my Heatran, so that's not too good. Not too good. I have all special attackers, so I do have the Landers in the back. I do have the Landers in the back. Arcanine's really not doing too much other than firing Snarls off, which is pretty annoying, but then yet again, it's really not too much of a big deal. So then I can just get a, ooh, how about I do this one? I go for the, I don't think an Overheat is a right decision right here. Actually, Heat Wave Shadow Ball should get rid of the Gardevoir unless it protects. Nope, just going to go for the Moonblast onto the Sylveon. Not going to take it out unless it gets a crit. Jesus Christ. And it could RNG, literally, it's just not in our favor whatsoever. So holy Christ, give me a special defense drop on the Shadow Ball. So we're at -3 special attack right now. This is not good. I don't think the Shadow Ball is going to take the Sylveon out. Wow. Getting that RNG, fuck you, Ben. Just if you were a person, I would literally just hate you with everything in my being. This is really, really stupid. This really is stupid. Moonblast into Sylveon. Or does you switch out the Gardevoir right now to preserve it? This is really stupid. Fucking, if I didn't get that special attack drop on that... I don't mind the crit, okay, I still stay around. But I do mind that special attack drop because the Gardevoir should be no more. RNG, you are an asshole. I can't believe that just happened. You are an absolute, utter asshole, RNG. I'm going to bring in Amoongus right here. I really want to keep Sylveon around here. I didn't take a picture of his team. I have the other guy's team right here, so... I can't even remember who he has in the back, but... Into the Amoongus. Wait, this is probably Scarf Guard. This is probably a Scarf Guard. Heat Wave should still knock out the guard, though. I have not seen a Scarf Guard since VGC 2014 Worlds. Wow, that is bringing me back right there. Holy crap, Scarf Guard. That is really, really cool. Scarf Guard probably has the Hyper Voice on there in case he traces Pixelate from the Sylveon, which I think he did right there. Or that was the other guy. Gyarados coming in right here. Flameflower into the Amoongus. Obviously, Heatran's not doing anything. Or you could just go for the safe Waterfall play into the Heatran right now, and Flamethrower into the Amoongus, or Flare Blitz into the Amoongus. There's no reason for him not to do that, because if I switch into my Landorus on my Heatran slot, he's going to be taking a shit ton of damage. What do I do right here? Huh? What do I do, guys? I could switch into my Landorus. Obviously, get a nice old Rock Slide off. Alright, let me think here for a second. Alright, so we're looking at the Heatran right now. Protect Heatran. Alright, so protect Heatran. I'm going to sack the Sylveon right now. I think I definitely need Amoongus. Going to get the Regenerator health from the Amoongus. I'm going to sack the Sylveon. And I think a Waterfall is going to come down onto the Heatran. And I'm going to throw my Landorus in after the Sylveon goes down right here. So Flamethrower into the Heatran? What was he expecting to come in? And he Earthquakes his own Arcanine. What is this man doing? I'm going to have priority the next turn with my Landorus. I'm going to Intimidate off onto this this Gyarados. What is this man doing? If he does not Mega Evolve, he's taking a Rock Slide. If he does not Mega Evolve, he takes a Rock Slide, but he goes for a Waterfall into the Landorus, KOs the Landorus. I think if he Mega Evolves, goes for the Waterfall into the Landorus, breaks through the flinch, he still KOs my Landorus. Arcanine, do you switch out, buddy? I don't think you will. I don't think Arcanine switches out right here. I shouldn't even... Well, I protected that Earthquake off. Gyarados should be faster than the Heatran. Huh. I'm going to switch out the Heatran right here. I know it's completely obvious that I'm going to switch out the Heatran right here. But, do I want to do that? Rock Slide should KO Arcanine. A Rock Slide... So Arcanine's going to come out. What's going to come in on that slot? Bisharp! Oh, man, I should have went for the Overheat into that slot. Oh my god, I should have... And it's going to be Mega... It's Mega... I knew it. I should have went for an Earthquake. I should have went for an Earthquake and brought in Amoongus. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, but Rock Slide going to come out. Hopefully we see and flinch down on his Gyarados. We do break the Bisharp's sash. Dragon Dance. Oh, well, fuck me. Now this is not looking good at all. We are going to get an Overheat. And he, just to make matters worse, he avoids it. Bisharp, do you protect right here, buddy? Do you really protect right here? Earthquake's still going to KO Heatran. I don't think he will go for that play. I think he goes for the Waterfall into the Landorus. Obviously, Landorus is the biggest threat right here. So, I'm going to go overheat the Bisharp right now. Obviously, having these special attack drops. It should hopefully still be able to KO. I see the Sucker Punch, unless he doesn't... if he doesn't protect, he's going for the Sucker Punch into the Landorus. And maybe an Earthquake, but YOLO. Switching into my Amoongus right here, onto the Landorus slot. Hopefully the Bisharp goes down right here. If he goes for a Waterfall into the Amoongus slot, he's going to take Rocky Helmet damage. Waterfall into the Landorus or the Heatran. Oh, into the Landorus. Perfect switch in right there. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get some nice Rocky Helmet damage off. And knock off into the Heatran. Don't knock me out. It's going to knock out the Sugar Berry. Overheat connects. Doesn't knock it out, though. Two special attack drops. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Holy crap, man. This is really interesting now. Really, really interesting now. Really, really interesting now. We are up 3-2, but definitely not over with a Dragon Dance Gyarados right now. I do have the Intimidate. Gyarados will be faster regardless. Do I go for a Spore? In his position, he can't go for Earthquake, obviously. He could protect Earthquake. He could protect Earthquake. He could protect Earthquake, but does he anticipate the Lander switch in? He's going to go for a Waterfall into the Heatran slot. And he's going to go for a Flamethrower into the Amoongus slot. Ooh, but I could Rage Powder. I definitely could Rage Powder right here. But does he predict it? Go for like an Ice Fang and then like the Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my god, I'm going for a Sunny Day. Gyarados protects? What? Probably protecting the Spore away. Flamethrower comes out. We're going to get an Earth Power off. Don't knock me out. I'm going to get a Sunny Day up. Does the Earth Power KO? I don't think it will. It will! Ooh. I didn't want to switch out my Amoongus right there. That was completely obvious, but there was no reason for him not to go Flamethrower onto that spot. Going to get a Sunny Day up. It is going to reduce the power of this, it's going to reduce the power of his waterfalls now. So pretty much in his position, he shouldn't be able. I'm going to switch in my Landers right here, obviously, onto my Amoongus slot. I don't care what happens to my Heatran right now. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to sack my Heatran. I'm going to get some Regenerator health right here, get the Intimidate down onto this Gyarados, and if he Waterfalls the Heatran slot, that's fine. I'm anticipating the sack on that slot, and if he goes for an Earthquake, that's good, because Lander's obviously not going to be hit by that, and he's going to get Intimidated. The only thing I have to worry about right here is that he is faster than my Landorus, but he should not be able to KO me with a Waterfall in his position. Should not be able to KO me with a Waterfall. Should not be able to KO me with a Waterfall. And I could go for a Superpower. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. He's not going to go for... He doesn't go for a Waterfall right here. There's no way this man goes for a Waterfall right now. No way this man goes for a Waterfall right now, because obviously I can Rage Powder. Earthquake won't KO my Amoongus. There's no way he's going for a Waterfall. There is absolutely no way. Rage Powder, Superpower. Match was forfeited. Alright, nice, nice, nice. I was going to say, there's no way he's going to go for a Waterfall right there. Obviously, with the Sunny Day being up, and I could just Rage Powder of my Amoongus right there. But, wow, we really did play a really good match there at the end. We could have pulled out 2 wins today in this episode, obviously, if I would have went for 2 Hyper Voices in the first one. But I had no right winning that game. I played like complete crap, and I have no, problem admitting it. Just playing making stupid decisions the entire game. It really came down to the wire, but obviously opted for the Shadow Ball over the Hyper Voice. I went for 2 Hyper Voices, would have picked up the KO on the Gardevoir. And picking up the nice win in the second battle onto that Mega Gyarados and the Scarfed Guard. That's kind of really interesting. But going to pick up 1-1 in this episode. Hopefully we can keep climbing the online ladders. Starting to get used to this team composition a bit better now. Not even bringing the Crest right there, or the Charizard. He probably was like, but having Sunny Day on the Amoongus, he probably was not expecting that. And getting that clutch KO with the Earth Power onto that Arcanine. But that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with more Pokemon VGC. Peace.